Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 2081st edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. This 2081st video coming at you on a Wednesday night for trading Wednesday night through Thursday. That would be April 2nd, 2020. Traders, please know this is an extremely risky endeavor. Trading futures, trading options, trading stocks, trading commodities, trading anything with your real money has a great deal of risk tied to it. You can lose more than you have in your trading accounts. You could end up divorced because of how bad things get. Please know this. Never trade without stops. This is not suitable for everybody. If you're someone who trades and understands the risks and put your stops in, let's get moving. First, let me start off with, once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to anyone in the medical field right now. You are literally the soldiers on the front line for us. Thank you for taking care of everyone in the hospitals, showing up for work and not running from this. Doctors, medical professionals of any type, nurses, you name it. If you're out there helping us right now, you are truly the bravest people I've ever met. So thank you for that. And please be safe. Everybody else be safe. Now let's move forward. Traders, as you know, we've got the proverbial death cross here in the E-mini S&P. Certainly the market has reacted to the coronavirus. We all know that. It's not getting better, and the market is showing us that things are going to get worse. The market is pricing in some downward movement. Our OMNI is absolutely red for trading. E-mini S&P, NASDAQ, and Russell on this day, Wednesday night through Thursday, 4-2. We fell out of the channel. The OMNI is red. There's reasons everywhere for you to be bearish, especially the spread of this coronavirus. The market is repricing for such. There's been a huge shutdown. Nothing's moving right now. Market must reprice. And I'll tell you right now from my experience, you see this bottom here that we put in not too long ago, and just about every fund manager on the street is telling you that we're going to go retest that. It will not hold. It will not hold. I promise you, 39 years doing this now, this will not hold. We will go through this. We will violate this. It will get bested. We will go under this previous low, in my technical opinion, thus far. If that changes between now and then, I'll let you know, but we're not going to stop for that. I've got projections much lower than those levels right there. So if in fact we really start to get hammered, I will start to give out some of those projections, but certainly we could end up much lower than 2,000 before this next move is finished. Anyway, one day at a time. I'm just telling you that this will not hold when the time comes. Let's move to the next chart. Let's look at your NASDAQ. Same sort of thing going on. NASDAQ is outside of this channel right now. OMNI is red. Market looks like it wants to crack. I think it will. Even if it rallies somewhat, we've got some downside coming eventually. Obviously, traders, the coronavirus is weighing on everybody. And I've started to do some work on numbers about the coronavirus, and these are very simple ones. We'll get to that on the next chart. But I'm someone who believes in statistics and probabilities and absolutely the chart. So how many times do you see a channel? How many times does it actually work? How many times when you've traded it did you profit? What are the stats? What are the probabilities? That's the way I've been looking at markets for my entire adult life since I'm 18 years old. So always about the chart, but then what are the probabilities? What are the statistics? A lot like baseball managing. And I can say that right now, statistics and probabilities show us that we don't really know the truth about this coronavirus yet. The markets are starting to show us this looks worse than any of the other indices I just showed you. Sorry about that line. This Russell looks worse than the other indices. I think it will lead us down. It broke down from here first. In fact, if you follow, it broke down from here, boom, rallied up and tested it. Couldn't get through. Broke down again and again. You're running from this. The S&P and the NASDAQ are just falling out of it now. And I've got some statistics of my own that I was just putting together about this coronavirus and how far the markets could go. So I've got projections on how far even the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell can go. And when I stand in front of the camera tomorrow evening, I'll give you those projections. For now, I wanted to discuss something slightly different. This coronavirus, kids, you know, it doesn't take a genius to figure these things out. Statistics and probabilities. China has 1.4 billion population. They say they've had 3,316 deaths. Italy has 60 million population. They already have 13,155 deaths. China has 23 times that population of China. China has 23 times the population of Italy. If you just do simple math, and that's giving them some credit, China should be reporting closer to 303,000 dead so far, if not more. They tell us it's 3,000. You've got, at the rate of 1 for every 9 minutes, people in New York City are dying of this right now. 1 every 9 minutes. I think we don't know what the truth is. I think China has been lying to us about numbers. I would tend to believe we're going to find out this 303,000 number is real and 3316 is not. I pray I'm wrong. And I think the markets are setting up for that. And I pray for all of us kids because it's going to get ugly out there from what I can see. Life is what it is. These things happening in Italy and the United States, I didn't even bother to put our figures out there, but our figures aren't aren't any better. We've got 327 million Americans here. There's already 4,757 dead. It's not conceivable that China's telling the truth, which means it's not conceivable that we've seen the worst yet. I'm a little bit worried about that. So please be safe, everybody. This is about markets, just telling you what I think the fundamental is behind what we're seeing about to happen here. So I think markets are going to get cracked, and I think we're going to take out that double bottom. And I think this is probably the reason. We're all going to find out that we haven't heard the truth. In any event, I pray I'm wrong about that. Charts will lead us forward. Please be safe. Put your stops in. Take your vitamins every day. Stay away from other people for a while. And come on down to livewithoscar.com. If you do have to stay home and you are trading, thousands of us are Omniacs. Hundreds of us gather in my live trading room every single day. Come on down and join us, and we'll get through these rough and tumble times together. And please keep your emotions out of this game. One of the best things I could do to tell you how to tell you to keep those emotions at bay is try to remember this term right here. Say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, be safe in the markets, be safe in your lives, and I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.